Hello everyone, Lion Gaming Studios here, and today, for this video, I'm going to be talking about YouTube alternatives. Now, YouTube is the biggest video sharing platform aside from TikTok, but the website has quite a lot of issues. A lot of people think that the content moderation is inconsistent and gives out unfair punishments. In general, YouTube's executive team will put its advertisers' interests above that of their creators and their users. In fact, sometimes it seems like they only have the interests of their advertisers in mind. So sometimes people seek out alternatives. Sometimes people go on these alternative websites because they are offered good business contracts. There are also those who want to watch videos that are not available or prevalent on YouTube. So the purpose of this video is to go over these alternatives and review them to see what advantages and disadvantages they have over YouTube. I'm going to rate on a scale of 0 to 10 the features, community, rules, and moderation of these websites separately. Yeah, I know it sounds like a boring ass video, but once I'm done reviewing the more viable websites, we'll go down the iceberg together and look at the more interesting alternatives, to say the least. Odysee is a website that brands itself on freedom of speech and blockchain technology. I'll get into that later. It was founded by Jeremy Kauffman, a libertarian politician in the US, and somebody who partook in the creation of the library blockchain, or library protocol. In order to make a more in-depth review of Odysee, I had made this Odysee channel, because back when I was filming this video in the winter of 2022, I was kind of under the impression that Odysee might be the best out of all of these alt-tech platforms. Now, I wasn't like a huge blockchain enthusiast back then, neither am I one now, but I was intrigued by some of the features, all these features that this website offered that weren't, or at least seemingly weren't available on other social media platforms, even the alt-tech ones. There was this one feature that I found really cool. Your videos, your channel, and your posts are all part of this thing called the library network, which I mentioned earlier. Now, this means that if another website other than Odysee uses the library network, if you type in the URL of your library video into that other website, you'll be able to view it, meaning that even if you're banned on Odysee, you can still view the banned video on other services that use library. The problem is, there's quite a few. One of them is there aren't a lot of services that use library. Before Odysee, there used to be this website called library.tv, although it kind of got shut down. Library.tv is no more and has merged with Odysee. I tried looking for other websites that use the library protocol, although I wasn't really able to find much. I was able to find this one thing called Pipeline, whatever. I don't know. It was something that I needed to download. And I'm not downloading that stuff onto my computer, sorry. If there are any alternatives to Odysee that use library, they're probably very, very fringe. Another problem is that library got into legal trouble with the government. So you see the library coin doesn't seem to be going anywhere, because yes, they have a cryptocurrency that is used on this website. I don't know what's going on, Odysee isn't doing a very good job at informing its users what is going on, because their last tweet dates from the 13th of July of this year. So, yeah, this website is going to shit. As for the community, well, first of all, this website doesn't have a lot of people using it, and I guess that's a common problem with a lot of alt tech websites. You see, there's this feature that allows to synchronize your Odysee channel with your YouTube channel. Now that's all good and all, but the thing is, there's a lot of people who just use Odysee, they synchronize it with their YouTube channel, meaning that instead of posting exclusive content onto Odysee, all they do is, re-upload the content that they post on YouTube here, and they just use Odysee as like a sort of backup in case their video gets banned. So yeah, not a lot of exclusive content. There's a few people here that post exclusive content. There's Mornings with Medicare. You know, Mr. Medicare is like this edgy guy. I don't really watch his stuff, but he stopped posting a while ago on YouTube, and because I don't know, I think his channel got struck a couple of times, and he went onto alternatives, and one of the alternatives he went to was Odysee, and for some time he was posting on there, posting live streams. Although I think you can find some of these live streams elsewhere. But yeah, for some time he was posting, I guess, exclusive content here, and he was getting some views. I mean, hey, he's got 30k views. That's something. That's probably the most that's probably the most viewed videos you're gonna see here on this platform. And he's got 8,000 followers. That's still peanuts next to, his actual subscriber count on YouTube. Other than that, you have you have the main guy, Sam Time, who's like this guy who soy faces at Microsoft products, and makes videos on Odysee about freedom of speech. He seems to be the guy partially managing the Odysee channel. So, I mean, other than that, there's all those conspiracy theory. Other than that, I guess there's a bunch of conspiracy theory videos that you can watch that are sometimes banned on YouTube. So, alright, so if there's a creator I like, I can tip him, right? So I can tip him in normal currency, or I can tip him in credits, or I can boost him. This refundable boost will improve the discoverability of this content while active. So I think the option to be able to boost this content is actually pretty cool. I can also customize the home page, but that would require me to pay a subscription fee, I guess. There's the $3 subscription, which just allows me to not see ads. I don't see any ads, so I don't see why I'd purchase the $3 subscription. Oh. Well, I mean, you can also write articles here, which is, probably really fun. Holy shit. And if I wanted to, I can put it in library credits, or I can like put a price of like US dollars on it. $20 US just to see a 36-second clip of me promoting a fake blue ball NFT. And I can put a license. It appears that you can invest some of that currency into your channel so that people can notice you better. The more tokens you deposit into your video, you invest in your video, will likely determine how good it does in the algorithm, which kind of sucks that it has to be pay to win like that. The thing with Odysee is that all of its quirky features don't really matter when so few people use the platform, and it's extremely hard to grow a channel there. Now we're gonna be looking at the community guidelines. The first rules here are like normal, like you must be at least 13-year-old to use Odysee. Don't spam other users repeatedly with messages or links. I mean, I don't really care that much about spam, but I don't know. I'm not the one managing a website. I don't use Odysee for illegal activities. Duh. But more seriously, here it says that legality can vary between jurisdictions. If content is illegal in one jurisdiction, it may be blocked in that jurisdiction while being left alone in jurisdictions where it isn't. If you post something that, I don't know, goes against the rules of your country but doesn't go against the rules of other countries, the other viewers will be able to view it. Just maybe not the people from where you live, I guess. I assume this website is operating in the United States. You'd think they'd be operating within the framework of the First Amendment, which would make for a pretty good free speech website. But then you have rules like this. Content or posts that incite hatred or violence towards a particular group of people or a person based on but not limited to the following. And then you have this. I remember that rule when it was implemented was kind of controversial. Yeah, I mean, these alt-tech websites tend to attract certain types of people. But I'm gonna give my take on this. Now, while I'm not a fan of this, I don't know, racist or ableist or homophobic, whatever, while I'd rather not see, I'd rather not see great replacement theory videos or these sort of reject gay, embrace masculinity things pop up on my feed. This rule here, well, first of all, it mixes up incitement of violence with incitement of hatred, when I think these should be separate rules, because those are two different things. This rule partially removes the free speech appeal that this website supposedly has that YouTube doesn't, right? Usually, YouTube and most of these mainstream social medias, one of the main things they'll ban is, racist content. I don't know. I mean, it's not the end of the world, but I just think if you're gonna call yourself a free speech platform, you might as well allow for, you might as well allow. It's just that, well, it's not the end of the world, but whatever. I mean, it's not like this rule is super well implemented. There's stuff that slips past the cracks, There's a lot of stuff that tends to slip past the cracks. Maybe this is due to a lack of moderation resources. They can't afford the same resources as Google can. For comparison, if I Google Jewish people on YouTube, the results are pretty normal. Well, okay, this one looks a bit interesting, but the results are pretty normal, even given the current political situation in the Middle East. However, if I look up Jewish people on Odysee, the stuff I get is mock human sacrifice to Moloch at Chicago World's Fair 1933. Romance of it. you know, I get some JQ stuff, you know. So it seems like the moderators are not super good at moderating hate speech. All right, well, if I Google trans people, okay, there's some weird stuff here. But you know, the stuff is, I guess, relatively normal. I guess some people would be expecting worse from an alt-tech website. I mean, I don't know what's the deal with these weird videos, these weird short videos popping up, but what if I Google black people? Oh, there are no results. The other rules are contents that promote terrorism, criminal activity. Okay, obviously that should be banned. That should be banned. Excessive bullying, yeah. Cyberbullying isn't cool. I guess that also means that the people on this website aren't allowed to insult me. So, I mean, it's kind of. I mean, I don't know. It's you know, not a perfect rule, but I guess it's there for a reason. Supposedly hateful content isn't allowed on Odysee, but they still have conspiracy theory videos, you know. You can't call your website an alt-tech platform without having those. Although, I mean, YouTube also has a lot of conspiracy theory videos on it as well. No porn. I guess they don't want that on their website, or they can't afford for the moderation tools to moderate that type of stuff. No animal abuse, obviously, nor torture or gore videos. Exceptions can be made for content that is deemed newsworthy. No self-harm content, copyright infringing material, you know, normal stuff. So yeah, that was the community guidelines. So in conclusion, I rate Odysee's rules a 6 out of 10, a 7 out of 10 for the features, and a 5 out of 10 for the community. Alright, the next website we're going to be taking a look at is Rumble. So, Rumble is this website operated by Chris Pavlovsky, who's like this business entrepreneur operating in Canada. His website advertises itself on being a free speech website, just like Odysee. And let's see if that's true. We'll check out the rules. So we're gonna be taking a look at the community guidelines when it comes to comments, live chat, and forum discussion. Number 1, you may not post or transmit any message which is libelous, defamatory, or which discloses private or personal matters concerning any person or entity. So, I guess there's no doxing allowed, which is good. It also means no slanderous claims. Which, I don't know, that's a bit of a sensitive matter. I think it should be up to the courts in the law to remove that type of content. I don't know, maybe if you're like a person who doesn't have the budget or the time to go to court, you know, this could be a bit hard. Maybe this rule can be a bit helpful. No copyright infringement, and you're not allowed to share trade secrets. You're not allowed to interfere with another user's use or the functionality of the forum. All right, pretty reasonable. But you're also not allowed to be anti-Semitic or racist. I kind of have the same criticism for the Rumble guidelines that I have for Odysee, you know. I'm not going to repeat myself. Rumble content policies. That's another section we should look at. So yeah, you know, just some normal rules. You know, you kind of have like similar rules that you had in the previous section. Content or material that promotes, supports, or incite no violence on this website. So this rule also says that I'm not allowed to promote or even support certain extremist groups. He's talking here about groups that call themselves Antifascista, the KKK, the Klan, and the alt-right. Um, like, I get this guy is operating in Canada and has to, follow laws here, but I don't know. This is a free speech website, and you're not allowed to sympathize with groups that are admittedly extreme, but I'd argue are not, terrorist groups. Uh, I don't know. Just my 2 cents. Content or material that exploits children, of course, can't have that on your platform. Content or material promoting or providing instructional information about illegal activities. Okay, well, any content or material on Rumble that is sold and undesirable on the Rumble service. As far as moderation goes, there was this thing Rumble proposed back in 2022 on this article called Rumble, well, whatever. They were advertising open source moderation, which I'm not sure. In my head, open source is when you can modify the code of a program you're using. There's a lot of word salad in this article, but essentially what it says is that they're going to listen very closely to the requests of their users and creators as far as rules and moderation go, which good, good for them. And here at the bottom, they say that if a creator wants to appeal some strike on their video or on their channel, they can appeal it to the Rumble Quality Control Community, which is a sort of committee that's composed of well-trusted Rumble creators who I'm not exactly sure what the criteria is. It's this article doesn't go very in depth into that, but it says that the RQCCM list of members will be public. Whenever I try to look up who composes the Rumble Quality Control Community, I don't get any results. In fact, this is the only place where I can find information about it. And I don't have the list of the members. So I think this is just something that they promised and never delivered on. I can't even find any mentions of it on their Twitter because I guess they deleted a bunch of tweets. And this isn't the only case of Rumble disappointing me with their features. So apparently there used to be a system on this website about like tickets and all, and that you could submit a certain amount of tickets and get money out of it. But yeah, that system got removed, I believe, because when I look at old videos of Rumble, there are a lot of these like features like tickets that were there, but that you don't see in like recent videos, or that I don't see right now. I guess one of the ways you can get money is by getting a certain amount of like rumbles, and rumbles is kind of like I guess a good comparison is like Reddit karma, as in you upvote something, and then a person gets a rumble. and you downvote that thing, the guy loses a rumble. There's like a sort of competition feature. If you posted a video and that video is in like the competition, and it's one of the videos with the most rumbles during that competition, well, in that competition, then you can win prize money. um I don't know if that feature is still on. I guess I'd have to check that to be 100% sure, but they still have rumbles. I mean, let's see at least if they're doing a good job at moderating the website. If I Google black people, there's some rules against racism on this website, so you know. It must be said, black people are committing hate crimes in America, and no one is talking about it. Okay, I don't know what to think of a title like this. Okay, well, there's a video, there's some Groyper propaganda showing up. Clearly they're tolerant of some amount of racism. Which, I mean, as long as it's not overwhelming, I don't really care. After all, this is a social media, there's gonna be some bad stuff. You know, social medias are supposed to be platforms. The views of these people should not necessarily reflect on the platform itself. You know, I don't think the moderators should be policing what opinions are okay and which ones are not, and neither should the advertisers or even the media. I mean, if you can't handle this sort of stuff, then I don't know. Just go on YouTube Kids. Oh no, wait, no, that place is just filled with porn. I'm also trying to look for like copyright infringing content. You know, I just googled Breaking Bad episode 1, and all I get are like videos that are vaguely related, that are somewhat related to the series, or reaction videos. I mean, we do have the Family Guy episodes. I guess you can never completely get rid of those. I guess they're doing a somewhat good job at keeping this copyright infringing content off the website. Now, I would like to explain what the licensing part is all about, but it seems like they've removed it. This is, again, another case where they remove like an interesting option. Alright, so after the community of Rumble, I'm going to give you a bit of a history lesson about the website. So the website was created back in 2013, so unlike Odysee, this website has quite a lot of history. Back then it used to be just a place where you'd find you know, funny cat videos, these little viral videos. But in 2020, they decided to rebrand into a free speech website in response to increasing amount of censorship that was going on mainstream social medias. The website kind of became flooded with a lot of you know, conspiracy theorists and normie right-wingers. As a result of that, when I visited the website for the first time, it was mostly just like, you know, right-wing news networks and, you know, normie right-wing political YouTubers. You know, stuff that mostly didn't appeal to me. There were a few YouTubers who, just like Odysee, used Rumble as, you know, a sort of backup plan in case they got banned. Now, I filmed that footage in the early months of 2022, so a bit after I stopped filming that footage and went on to work on other stuff, there's this controversial guy, Andrew Tate, who's making the rounds on the internet, and he eventually gets banned. So he decides to go to Rumble. Yeah, I mean, the guy here has 1.6 million followers. I mean, that's a lot for an alt tech platform. And with him come all the come all the red pill people. So because of that, there's a few young people that are now being attracted to Rumble. After that, Rumble was able to get a few other people who aren't necessarily into the whole red pill or conspiracy theory side of things, or people who aren't necessarily into the whole right wing or red pill or conspiracy theory side of things, to come on to the website. People like Mizkif, a lot of streamers I notice, a couple streamers I noticed, Mizkif and Destiny. It seems like Rumble is doing pretty well in terms of live stream content. That seems to be something that they're good at. They're good with. And in 2023, they had Leafy is Here go on there, and there's this. I remember seeing this amazing interview between Leafy is Here and Sneeko.
How do you think the world was created?
I have no idea. I'm gonna pretend like I know.
What do you think?
I think Elon Musk might have it right. It might just be like someone opened up a Minecraft map and they just, generated a new world or something like that. But obviously I have no idea. I think that the whole topic of that is just no one's gonna know, so why spend too much time on it?
Well, basically you just said that there must be a creator.
Jesus, bro.
You just said that somebody opened it up like a Minecraft game, so there must be there was.
Yeah, someone had to have, made it, but then who made him?
There must be just one creator. There must have been a creator, and we can't conceptualize that. So
it was probably Nudge, dude.
You just said it the nerd way. You just said Islam in a nerd term. That's basically what the Quran says, but you just Minecraft it.
Yeah, this content is definitely something. Oh yeah, and they also have Rice Gum. I almost forgot. Yeah. Rumble has quite an interesting lineup of YouTubers and streamers to appeal to its younger audience. Now, I also want to add that the people who are famous on Rumble didn't get their fame by posting videos on Rumble. Most of them were famous elsewhere before being successful here. So keep that in mind. If you want to make a career out of posting videos on Rumble, you're probably going to have a hard time. So Rumble's community is not perfect, but like I said, it's probably easier to get fame on YouTube than it is here. But I mean, there still are quite a lot of people using it, a lot more than Odysee. So if you want to find an alternative to YouTube, Rumble is a pretty good option. So, in conclusion, I give Rumble a 7 out of 10 for rules and moderation, a 5 out of 10 for features, and a 6 out of 10 for community. Now we're going to be looking at Vimeo. Vimeo is a website that was created before YouTube, and its founders are Jacob Lodwick and Zach Klein. Both happen to be some of the founders behind College Humor, a comedy website that was apparently a big deal back in the day. And the Jacob Lodwick guy is also one of the people who worked early on Tumblr. So yeah, Vimeo is older than YouTube, and it seems like it's doing not so bad, right? You have videos with a couple 100K, well, you have videos with 100K views, and then you have others that have much less views. So I don't know what's going on here. I don't know if the views are inflated. We're going to be looking at the community guidelines, of course. Alright, so this section is the section of interest. Content restrictions. Anything that infringes on somebody's copyright. No sexually explicit content, although they say that you are allowed to make videos that depict sexuality in a artistic, creative, or aesthetic or narrative purpose. And non-sexual nudity. I don't know how non-sexual nudity works, but I mean, I guess I can see how it works, but there's also content ratings. So yeah, this website is a bit more tolerant of not safe for work content than YouTube is. Nothing defamatory. You do not allow content that makes provable false statements of fact about a person, regardless of their private or public status. That would harm their reputation. If the complaining figure is a public one, we will generally require evidence that the false statement was maliciously made to take down the content. I mean, I'm glad they added this little section here at the bottom, because it shows that they won't just comply with the demands of public figures that might want to silence criticism. You're not allowed to post content that aims to harass people. Okay, doxing, threats, revenge porn, trolling. I know this is not a free speech website, but come on. Contains hateful or discriminatory speech. Race, color, national. Oh, you get the spiel. Okay. Advocates for or celebrates violence against an individual or group based upon personal characteristics. I mean, I guess I agree with, these two roles. Content that promotes or supports terror or hate groups. Do have a rule against the spread of medical disinformation. They are using information provided by health organizations on how to moderate a website designed for video sharing. I guess it's a more case-by-case basis, but generally I would say conspiracy theories don't necessarily need... there's also a rule against abortion misinformation. Okay. I mean, this rule doesn't serve the purpose of protecting the users from people who might promote unregulated and dangerous fake medical products, or I don't know, fake cures, whatever you like to call them. No, this rule is about preventing people from spreading conspiracy theories about certain medical procedures for political reasons. I'm already starting to dislike this website. This is another rule that's there for political reasons. Like, sure, I agree, we should not allow harassment and calls to violence, but there's already rules for that. Claims that established events such as, the following did not happen. This website probably wouldn't be very welcoming for Alex Jones. Yeah, I don't know what to say. I guess it's a case-by-case basis. I don't know how the Vimeo staff seem to think. I don't know why the Vimeo staff seem to think that they have the moral authority and the knowledge it takes to differentiate truths from falsehoods. But whatever, I guess they do that. But whatever. I mean, I guess you do you. You're not allowed to produce fake news. Example, no deep fakes. You're not allowed to post QAnon related content. So, essentially, Facebook moms are not welcome on this website. disinformation that seeks to stoke violence or an insurrection, war propaganda by foreign governments, stuff that violates an applicable law. And also, you're not allowed to use screen names, profile pictures, or avatars that are offensive. We consider the entire context of the content to determine whether there may be a valid reason for including certain types of speech, such as newsworthiness, discussions of religious texts, criticism of dramatic or narrative purpose. I just fail to see how more qualified is the Vimeo staff than their users when it comes to tackling these often complex subjects, to the point where they implement these rules. Enough complaining about the rules, now let's look at the community and the content it has been producing. Now, one thing you might notice with Vimeo is that the videos that appear on the homepage all seem to be these somewhat professional video productions. This website has had a redesign for up-and-coming professional video producers, and the list of videos here can kind of serve as a job portfolio. I mean, right here, you can even see a price tag here being shown on this channel. I guess if I was an employer, I could message him and pitch my idea and make him film it, or organize it. But yeah, this is pretty cool, and you even have the collaborators here. It seems like some of these videos amass quite a lot of views. 108K views is pretty good for a video that's on a YouTube alternative. A criticism I have of the content is that as far as genres of content that don't require a team, professional filming, those other genres are very far and few in between. For example, gaming. Gaming is, cheap entertainment, very cheap entertainment, but it's part of what makes the internet so special. And the stuff here is like, I don't know what even this is. Like, this is from 13 years ago. I don't know, a movie review of Batman, Mask of the Phantasm. I don't even know what that is, but actually, decent amount of interactions. But that's from 5 years ago, so kind of dated. Right, so I write down here, gaming podcast. What I get is, admittedly, I get a few results, but you got this one result from 7 years ago, and it has 0 interaction. This is not a podcast, you moron. Is it impermissible to use a pen or a marker while reading the translation of the Quran? And this is from 2 years ago. So you got Dr. Zakir Naik, producing content.
There is no harm in using the pen or the marker while reading the translation of the Quran.
Thank you for answering my question. So it seems like there's a lack of content that is more personal. It's more this website is on the more professional side of things. Fine, but not everyone has a filming crew, and not everyone wants to make professional short films. Alright, so let's look at the profile and the Vimeo user interface. There you have the professional stuff. Then there's a professional marketplace. To apply for jobs and get helpful tools for your video workflow, upgrade to paid plan. Yeah, no, sorry. And here I can write down the price, list the clients I'm working for. So there you have my video in all of its glory. And I can modify certain things about it, certain things about the interface, like the logo. And I can also modify the color, which is fun. I can add the thumbnail, I can add a GIF. Alright, well, that's it. So, in conclusion, I give Vimeo a 4 out of 10 for moderation guidelines, 8 out of 10 for features, and a 6 out of 10 for community. Alright, now that we've done doing the serious reviews, now we're gonna look at the more, I guess, interesting alternatives. First one I've got right here is called Bilbili, which is a video platform operating in China. And apparently they have English. Apparently it's themed around anime and you know, weeb stuff. From what I can tell, a lot of the platform just seems to be people reposting anime clips. Yeah, I'm trying to Google gaming, and instead of getting the results I want as an actual gaming, I get I don't know if this is a video game. I have Attack on. Oh, okay. Well, okay. So I am getting video games. It's just it's very themed after, you know, very anime themed. Oh, there's even subtitles. So I'm gonna make the assumptions that the subtitles are accurate. I mean, they seem a bit better than the ones you find on YouTube. Man, y'all motherfuckers in China, y'all. Well, anyway, anyone who uses this platform needs to touch grass. What's this like convention thing? What the fuck is going on? So yeah, this seems like one of the bigger YouTube alternatives. If I had to guess, it'd probably be the biggest one, because a lot of people in East Asia seem to like using this. I wonder what happens if you Google Tiananmen Square. Yeah, kind of what I expected from a website operating in China. Yeah, I'm trying to Google 2024 elections in USA, but I'm not getting any results. Seems like the political content you can post here is pretty limited. It seems like they would allow me to make an account on here, despite me being Canadian. The thing is, I'm probably free on YouTube, and I don't think I trust Winnie the Pooh with my information. Instead, I'm going to sell it all to Uncle Sam. Okay, so this website is Bitchute. And it's a website that was created in 2017 in response to, you know, the adpocalypse and implementing some of the, you know, content crackdowns that followed. Unlike Rumble, however, it didn't really kick off. The amount of views that these people are getting vary between, you know, a couple hundred and a couple thousand, as opposed to Odysee, where you know, the average popular or semi-popular YouTuber, well, the average YouTuber in the front page only has a few thousand subscribers. Now, a thing I've noticed, and that you might notice when visiting Bitchute, is that it seems to have a bit more far-right stuff than Odysee or Rumble. There's a rule against incitement of hatred in their terms of service, but it says that content that incites hatred of all of this right here will only be blocked in certain European countries or in the UK. Meaning that in a country like the US, where you have the First Amendment, they do not give a fuck. If you're operating your Bitchute channel in America, they'll let you post the most racist stuff imaginable, I guess. The guidelines even say that you're allowed to post not safe for work content. Well, it needs to be tagged as not safe for work. But that would be pretty based. Although, I don't know how they would moderate this. And clearly they don't bother to, because, in fact, it seems like they don't allow not safe for work content at all. I mean, when I write in the search bar right here, one man, one jar, one man, one jar, kind of just a shock video. Nothing appears. Free speech this, free speech that, but what's the point about the First Amendment if I can't watch one man, one jar? I think I'd also talk about Vidme, a platform that no longer exists, and that was said to be the YouTube killer. That was launched in 2014 by Warren Schaefer and Alex Benzer. I don't know if I'm pronouncing their names right, but I don't care. Not to be confused with, Vidme, the private video sharing website that was released in 2010. Now, the appeal to the website, Vidme, was that supposedly it listened a bit more to its community than YouTube did. It was, in their words, Reddit meets YouTube. God, that sounds cringe. But it wasn't just that. It was also apparently very easy to upload videos on there. All you needed to do was make an account and then just drag in the files instead of requiring you to create a Google Plus account, which was a thing at the time that you needed to upload stuff on YouTube. However, the website faced a couple problems. Well, first of all, there weren't that many people on the website. Now, despite the fact that Vidme supposedly listened to its audience a bit more, it was said to offer a lot of preferential treatment to a few of their favorite creators. The ones who are, I guess, they offered contracts to. And the website also just didn't attract a lot of advertisers. So, yeah, it shut down in 2017. Besides that, there's this funny story where, you see, a lot of websites, mainstream or semi-mainstream news websites were using Vidme's video player because there was a video player that the website owners had created that could be used on other websites. But in 2021, the website domain got bought out by a porn company. So a lot of the websites, including, the magazines and the news outlets, had porn appearing in their articles. So, pretty funny.
Bankruptcy!
Alright, we're gonna talk about another failed YouTube alternative this one hasn't shut down yet. In 2017, somebody called Brian Spitz and the YouTuber McJuggernuggets decided to create this social media called Storyfire, where there's quite a bit of variety in what you can do on Storyfire. You can write here little comments like these sort of tweets. You can write stories, which for some reason I can't read. I want to read about the household Episode 1. Oh, that's how you read those books, I think. This is interesting. Although, to be fair, I think Wattpad might have, like, a better format. Probably, you know what, it isn't hard to beat Wattpad, but, just saying, I don't really like the way, I have to, like, press on this button to see lines of text. And the videos, well, you know, the guy, wow, in the trending videos have, like, no views. Wow, this is amazing. Okay, the most popular video from a day ago seems to be this one, called Entry Number 5, Last Archive, with 134 views. So yeah, this website is not doing very good. At some point in 2020, the website was somewhat popular in 2020, as they were hiring quite a few people to come on this website. A lot of these people are, well, you know, there's McJuggernauts himself. Leafy is here. Who's Oh shit, take mushrooms. I mean, they were hiring YouTubers that had, I wouldn't say fallen out of relevance completely, but were a product from, you know, 2016 or 2013 YouTube. For some time, this website was kind of like taking a little time capsule, back to those, times, just without the edginess, is what I've heard. You know, McJuggernuggets, let's just say, didn't do a very good job with this website. You see, there was a sort of cryptocurrency on the website that you could use to tip your favorite creator and all, so that they could earn money. Well, it was this. It wasn't a cryptocurrency at the time. It was this currency called Blaze, and the promise was that Blaze would one day become a cryptocurrency, and you'd be able to cash out, you know, get real money out of it. But they waited for so long to turn it into a cryptocurrency that people kind of just lost trust in Storyfire. So a lot of people just left the website, and it even came to a point where the owner of the website, McJuggernuggets, said he was shutting it down, you know, shutting down the website, which didn't happen. And you also have this video called I Am Financially Ruined, which is like vaguely related to this. So yeah, very, very successful financial endeavors. At some point in 2022, like October of 2022, they turned Blaze into a cryptocurrency, finally. But at this point, nobody cared about the website anymore. But don't worry, fear not. You have Skyda's Minecraft, the disgraced Minecraft YouTuber who came back to the internet, came back from rehab, and bought ownership of Storyfire.
So, I'm here with a hat.
Anyways, you know, I'm sure Storyfire has a bright future with this schizo right here. I mean, they've I guess since Sky Does Minecraft took control, they've created this mega Minecraft server that's, you know, that's branding itself as this metaverse Web 3.0 thing with Blaze, you know, cryptocurrency. Yeah, and it's in early access, so it's free to play. I don't know, man. This looks this doesn't look good. Yeah, don't use Storyfire. It's not really worth your time.
Good Lord, what is happening in there?
So you know the stereotypes about. So you know the stereotype about alt-tech websites being filled with far-right people, you know, being filled with chuds. Well, this website literally is made by chuds for chuds. One of their advertising campaigns consisted of them waving banners above a highway where it says Kanye is right about the Jews. I also heard that this website is a honeypot. I don't know if there's any truth to that rumor, but I'm not gonna test out to see if it's true. The website is known for having like these like shitty IRL streamers that call themselves the Goyim Defense League. What a name.
Shrek in the house! Ugh! White power, young man!
Yeah, this is the bottom of the barrel.
So yeah, those are all the YouTube alternatives I wanted to go over in this video. Yeah, finally, the video's over. So, if you wanted a place other than YouTube to post your videos, then I hope this video helped you know a bit more about the different possibilities. Now, that being said, while some of these platforms might do the trick for you, at the end of the day, YouTube is the bigger and, you know, the better platform, despite, you know, all of its flaws. And that's why I plan to stay here, unless if I get banned. So yeah. Ciao, guys.